Dragon Masters, Night of the Dream Dragon by Tracey West. Chapter 1. Drake's Dream. Drake and Bo watched their new friend Sandor pack clothes into his bag. Moonlight shone through the window in the room the boys had been sharing in the castle of the wizards. The three Dragon Masters had just finished an adventure, and tomorrow Sandor was off to start a new one. I'm excited to meet my new wizard, Sandor was saying. Jayana, the head wizard, says she is very nice. Most wizards are nicer than Zoltan, but Bo said with a shiver. Every Dragon Master and their dragon are teamed up with a wizard. Sandor and his ghost dragon were sent to train with Zoltan at first. Nobody knew it then, but Zoltan was evil. A few days ago, Zoltan had stolen a powerful magical object called a dream orb. Drake and Bo traveled to the land of Gothica to get the orb. That's where they met Sandor. Sandor helped Drake and Bo try to stop Zoltan. They recovered the orb, but first, the wizard used it to enter the dream world. All of that had happened yesterday. Then Drake and Bo brought Sandor to the castle of the wizards to see Jayana. After a good night's sleep, they spent the day telling her everything they knew about Zoltan. But one thing was still a mystery. I wish we knew Zoltan's plan. What is he trying to do in the dream world? Sandor asked. All we know is what Jayana told us, Bo replied. A wizard inside the dream world can use magic to make dreams become real. At least we took his spell from him, Drake remembered. He said he needed it to harness the dream world's power. So maybe we've already ruined his plans. Zoltan's plans had something to do with Maldred, the most evil wizard in the world. Bo reminded them, I get scared just thinking about it. Hopefully Zoltan's gone for good, Sandor said. I can't wait to meet my new wizard. I'm leaving right after breakfast tomorrow. Can you wake up early so we can say goodbye? Of course, Bo answered. Sure, Drake said with a yawn. He swung his legs into his bed and pulled up the covers. See you in the morning. Drake closed his eyes. The green dragon stone around his neck glowed. It allowed him to connect with his earth dragon. Good night, Worm, Drake said the words inside his mind. Worm, who was in the... Worm, who was in the castle stables, replied inside Drake's head. Good night, Drake. Drake fell asleep. Soon he began to dream. He was in the stables with Worm. Suddenly, the stable walls seemed to melt away. Worm floated up toward a blue sky. Wait for me, Drake cried. He jumped up and began to float too. Drake moved his arms and legs almost like he was swimming. He tried to catch up to Worm. This feels so real, Drake thought. Worm, are we having the same dream? Drake asked his dragon. I do not think we are dreaming, Drake, Worm replied. Chapter 2. Into the light. Drake and Worm floated higher and higher. Fluffy, white clouds drifted all around them. Worm, if we aren't dreaming, then how are we moving through the sky? Doesn't it feel like something is pulling us along? Drake asked. It does, Worm agreed. I am trying to break away, but I cannot. Where are we going? Drake wondered. I do not know, Worm replied, but I can sense a dragon. I hope it's a friendly dragon, Drake said. Suddenly, the feeling of being pulled went away. Drake felt like he was falling. Before Drake could scream, he landed on one of the floating clouds. It was surprisingly solid and soft, like a pillow stuffed with sheep's wool. He looked over at Worm. The earth dragon couldn't fly, but he could float. Now Worm was floating using his own powers. The cloud carried Drake over to Worm. I can float just like you now. This is kind of fun, he said. In the distance, Drake could see a large gate with a tower on either end. Purple with gold symbols, the gate sat atop a field of clouds. Behind the towers, a pale rainbow stretched across the sky. That is the Dream Gate, Worm told Drake. When we battled Zoltan, he tried to banish me to the dream world. I saw this gate then, but I did not go through it. It's beautiful, Drake said. I should feel scared, but I don't. At that moment, a dragon swooped down from the sky. She had a long, graceful neck and feathery wings. Her scales and feathers gleamed in a peaceful shade of blue mixed with black. Riding the dragon was a girl wearing a dragonstone. A gold band sparkled in her black hair. Welcome, Drake and Worm, the Dragon Master said. Chapter 3. Kishar and Mamu. How do you know us? Drake asked the Dragon Master. I am Kishar, the Dragon Master replied, and this is Mamu, the Dream Dragon. We are the guardians of the Dream Gate. Kishar slid off Mamu's back and landed on a passing cloud. She floated toward Drake. Let me start from the beginning, Kishar said. Mamu, help me show them. The Dream Dragon nodded. Her eyes glowed bright blue. She projected two beams of pale blue light onto a nearby cloud. An image of a younger Kishar and Mamu appeared. Mamu and I were both born in the dream world many years ago. We have been guardians here all this time, Kishar began. We make sure things run smoothly. That sounds like an important job, Drake remarked. Yes, it is, Kishar agreed. We make sure no humans enter the dream world in physical form. Only dreamers may enter. Are Worm and I dreaming? Drake asked. No, your real bodies are here, Kishar replied. I will explain. 2 days ago, a wizard used a powerful orb to open a path to the Dream Gate. Mamu changed the image projecting onto the cloud. It showed Zoltan traveling on a path of light. When he reached the gate, he attacked us and used magic to force his way through it, Kishar explained. The wizard's name is Zoltan, Drake said. He's planning to use the powers of the dream world to do something evil. We feared it might be something like that, Kishar replied. She looked at Worm. We saw you approach the gate just before Zoltan came here, Worm. Mamu has the power to look into dreams. After Zoltan got through the gate, Mamu looked into your dreams. We saw you and Drake fighting Zoltan. Drake's eyes widened. So that's why you brought us here. Yes, Kishar answered. Zoltan is here in physical form, and in your physical form, you will be able to fight him again. We are going to need your help to stop this evil wizard. Chapter 4. Stop that wizard. Drake wanted to help Kishar and Mamu stop Zoltan, but he remembered Jayana's warning that it was possible to get stuck in the dream world forever. Earth dragons, like Worm, could never be trapped there because of their strong connection to Earth. But the same wasn't true for Drake. Wait, Drake said. I know that Worm can't be trapped in the dream world. What about me? Don't worry, Drake, Kishar said. Mamu has the power to remove anyone from the dream world. And as long as you are connected to Worm, you can go back with him too. Drake smiled at his dragon. Great. Worm and I will stick together, Drake said. What can we do to help you to stop Zoltan? What do you know about him? Kishar asked. How much has he learned about the secrets of the dream world? He knew about the dream orb, Drake answered. I'm not sure what else he discovered. Kishar frowned. If he knew about the dream orb, he might have learned about the dream fountain, she said. It contains all of the power of the dream world. Mamu drinks from it to strengthen her powers. Anyone who drinks from it can make their dreams real. That would be very bad, Worm told Drake. We need to get to the dream fountain before Zoltan finds it, Drake suggested. The dream fountain floats around on its own fast-moving cloud, always changing its location, Kishar replied. Drake said. If the fountain is always moving, then Worm's power to transport won't work. It will be easy for us to find Zoltan than to find the fountain, Kishar said. What do we do when we find him? Drake asked. Mamu can banish him from the dream world, Kishar replied. Drake's eyes lit up, and Zoltan would never be able to return since he no longer has the orb. Kishar nodded. It is a good plan. We must begin our search. If Zoltan drinks from the fountain, who knows how powerful he will become. Chapter 5. Through the Gate. The dream world is a big place, Drake said. How will we find Zoltan? Kishar smiled. Mamu, please show us Zoltan's trail. Mamu faced the gate. A beam of pale blue light shot from her mouth. Inside the beam, a trail of sparkly particles became visible. Zoltan left that trail behind. You see, real-world creatures leave a trace when they come here. Mamu can use her powers to track them, Kishar told Drake. Like that fairy tale about the boy who left a trail of breadcrumbs behind so he and his sister wouldn't get lost in the woods, Drake remarked. Yes, except that we will be using Zoltan's energy trail to find him, Kishar said. Cool. Lead the way, Mamu, said Drake. First, I must explain the rules of the dream world, Kishar said. She pulled a scroll from her pocket. She unrolled it, revealing a map. All across the map were different islands, each one floating on a group of clouds. Like islands in the sky, Drake thought. The dream world is divided into many different lands, Kishar explained. When people dream, whatever they dream about appears in one of these lands. When the dream ends, the dreamer and anything they dreamed about will disappear. Drake thought. So, if somebody dreams about a monster, then one will appear. Yes, but all scary creatures appear in a land called the Land of Monsters. They never stay long, Kishar answered. However, when beings from the real world travel here in their bodies like you have, dream creatures can hurt them, even if the creatures are not monsters. She looked at Worm. You will be safe, Worm. Dream creatures cannot harm an earth dragon. What about Zoltan? Drake asked. Can he hurt Worm in here? Yes, Zoltan's magic will still be able to harm Worm, Kishar agreed. Just as he can harm us, we will have to protect each other. Kishar's dragonstone glowed. Mamu, open the gate. It's time for us to enter. Mamu aimed a beam of pale blue light at one of the gold dragon images on the gate. The dragon glowed. Then all of the gold dragons decorating the gate glowed too. The dream gate's doors flew open. Beyond them stretched all of the lands of the dream world. Each one sat atop a large bed of clouds. Drake gasped, "This is the most magical place I have ever seen."